Morning, everybody. I have no idea where I am or what I'm doing, but Jane's dropped a pin for me to find here in this lovely wooded area. So we're intriguingly going to find out what we're going to do any second. So I was just going to opening up to this lovely view at the moment.
I'm waiting for Tim now. He should be here soon. He doesn't know what we're doing yet. I've chosen today's activity. Really looking forward to it. I'm hoping to learn a lot. I'm hoping Tim will learn a lot, and I hope he's happy about doing it. But he's on his way. We'll find out now. I'm Jane.
And I'm Tim.
And we're on a mission to try as many classes, groups and activities as we can.
And trying to sort out the things that are worth doing from those that, well, aren't.
Come along with us as we go out and about. Hello.
Jane.
How are you?
Morning.
Good. I'm
Yeah.
good. Yeah. You're looking smart?
Thank you. You're looking great too. Sleep well.
I did. So, I bet you're wondering what we're doing in the middle of this film.
What are we doing in the middle of this film?
Can you have a guess?
No, well, I mean, this is a nature reserve, right? So I'm guessing something nature-y. Bird watching?
Yeah. No. Any other ideas?
No clue at all. Brass rubbing. I haven't.
No. Well, I hope you haven't done this before.
No.
I did it a long time ago, and it just, that's what sparked off. I thought that would be a really good thing to do, and we'll learn something from it.
Okay.
So, you ready?
I'm ready. Tell me now.
Don't get too... Contain yourself. We are foraging.
Oh, foraging for
We are
food.
foraging for food. Yeah, exactly.
cool.
Have you ever done it before?
No, I've not.
Good, because you might learn something today.
I tell you what, this is
Yeah.
strange because recently I've been out walking the dog and I see
Yeah.
mushrooms in the ground
Yeah.
and I think, ooh, I wonder
Yeah.
if...
That's
And I
kind of
don't.
what prompted me to pick this. I went online. Apparently, you can do this all around the country. You can do it in even there's city walks. You don't have to be in the middle of the country to do this.
Right.
You can forage anywhere. And I found this group online, so we're joining the group today. We're going to be taken around.
Yep.
We're going to be shown mushrooms. I was particularly interested in mushrooms. I did this years ago when my kids were small.
Yeah.
And we actually went back and we were taught how to cook them. But you have to be very, very careful with mushrooms,
Yeah,
obviously.
because obviously there's toadstools and poisonous mushrooms.
So
and all
you,
sorts.
you really do need to look. But we'll be looking at other things, apparently, and hopefully we'll learn a lot. Might be able to
Interesting.
save a bit on our shopping. We can actually pick some food for free. But you do have to be careful. Apparently there's legal restrictions on what you can take and what you can't take. So
Right.
we'll learn all that today, and hopefully we can let you know a bit of this. But if it is something you fancy doing, there are a lot of groups around the country that do this. So
I'm assuming this won't be our last show because we won't get poisoned.
hopefully. Okay, so you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
So we're off to meet the group now to do the foraging. I'm not sure what Tim thought. I think he was quite pleased about it. I think he's looking forward to it. He was a bit focused on the mushrooms, but, you know, we'll see how that goes. But it'd be interesting to learn about the things around us when we go out on walks. So really looking forward to it. Anyway, I better hurry up. They're waiting for me.
What we'll be doing today is I'll be stopping at various plants that I find interesting, sharing a little bit about them, and then inviting you all to share things that you might remember. You'd be surprised what comes to mind. If you want to stop at a different plant that we're not stopping at, like, please stop the group. I want this to be guided by you. The things that we do find and talk about we'll be collecting in here. Does anyone want to hold this?
Over to you.
Yeah?
Thank you very much.
Okay.
This is going to feed everyone, right?
Yeah. Don't throw away your lunch. Does anyone have any special interests or curiosities that they might want to get into today?
I walk my dog,
Yeah.
regularly see mushrooms,
Yeah.
and think, I wonder if I can,
Yeah.
but I don't know. So that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Sort of general field mushroom, things like that.
So if we do come across any mushrooms, we'll definitely take a look at them. It's good to know now that it is safe to touch all mushrooms in the UK. So that means you can take them home, look in books, cut them open, smell them. It's just the eating of them that can be really dangerous. And so you should keep that caution. It's a lifesaver. So yeah, I'm going to invite you to touch and taste and smell different plants today. There's no pressure to do any of that. It's good to know now that just because it's edible, it doesn't mean it's going to taste good, okay? But I'm here today to show you what you can and cannot eat, and that's up to you to learn what you like.
Yeah.
We're going to go down here and then take a right just in the gate. Has anyone seen this plant before? It's associated with Achilles, the Trojan War soldier, who used this plant to stop bleeding in his soldiers' wounds. It's a styptic, which means that if you to chew it up and put it on a cut, it will stop the bleeding in that cut. It was also used in World War I and World War II for that very same reason. It's anti-inflammatory and it's antiseptic as well. I think it tastes a little bit like dill or parsley.
I don't mind it.
Bit like parsley? I don't know, you tell me.
Yeah, I think, I can.
Yeah, grass, okay.
I like the parsley.
That's going to be a theme.
We've only just started and I've found out so much already. Tim's collecting.
That's enough for me to eat now.
We just walk past these plants and walk over them every day.
Don't see them at all.
And the history, like you say, about being in World War I, they used it to stop the bleeding.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It's lovely here, though.
Very sweet.
Tim and I always have a problem remembering names. We think it's our age, but we always have to check. And I think he's winding me up about what...
I'm not. I honestly can't remember. We're checking in a minute.
Okay.
If you want to pick up one of those yellow cones or that one of those flowers, there's more around here, but just to kind of... They're often sampled over these flowers. If you would like to, if you crush one and smell it and see, firstly, if you like the smell.
It's nice.
So, as Richard said, it smells pineapple-y. This is called pineapple weed. So this being a sister to chamomile, can also be used in a tea to help sort of like calm the nerves and help you rest before bed. Yeah, you can taste it. Yeah, it is an edible plant. Whoopsies.
Quite citrusy. It's been so interesting so far. I wish I'd brought a pen and paper with me to make a note of all the plants, but I'm sure Maria will let us know afterwards.
We are looking at this tree, quite speckly, the bark, and then these leaves. So this is considered one leaf with leaflets, is what these little ones are called. Does anyone recognise this tree? Elder. So elderflower, very familiar taste. Has anyone used elderflowers before for stuff? Yeah, what have you made? Wine. Wine, excellent.
And the berries.
And with the berries as well. Oh my gosh, delicious. Before we take them raw, I will say that if you eat too many raw, they'll come out both ways. So you can taste one, that's fine. But what you want to do is infuse them in something. Infuse them in something. Be that alcohol. So I don't know if anyone's ever made slow gin.
Yeah.
You can do that with elderberries as well. And it becomes a medicinal alcohol.
I'll try one. They taste nice.
But they are so powerful. There's been studies done where they found that they stop the replication of HIV virus.
Wow.
They've also done scientific studies where in the most recent sort of corona pandemic, that people's recovery time was lessened, like significantly, had they taken elderberry throughout that. It is incredibly powerful medicine. And they're out at the moment. Like luscious looking patch here. Again, get as close as you feel comfortable, but you're looking for a kind of heart-shaped leaf, very glossy, a bit garlicky.
Oh, is that wild garlic?
Ooh, garlicky. Strong.
This is called garlic mustard. You can use it in salads a bit more freely. I don't know if anyone's had that, where they make a big batch of wild garlic pesto and then it's actually too strong to eat. So you won't get that so much with this plant. A lot of the plants that we're seeing today are incredibly common.
Right.
So we've come to an inner city park, nature reserve, and there'll be like so many plants to learn about. There's so much variety all over the place.
You just mentioned about that Jack in the Hedge. Is that a countrywide name, do you think, or is that a
Yeah.
local kind of colloquialism?
I think it's quite a common name across the board, but that's why I think it's so funny that these names exist. I mean, it was someone somewhere at some point that came up with it,
Right.
and it's just stuck.
Sure.
So I think if we want to make up different names
I like it, yeah. It's
for
nice.
it, then yeah, we
Sort of
can.
romanticism.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I walk my dog in the woods and things, and you don't realise that. I say a lot of the names she's saying I've heard of before, but I wouldn't have been able to spot the plants and know what they are.
Yeah, it's really nice when you with a group of people who are all interested in plants.
Yeah, yeah.
And also we don't have to walk very fast.
No, because you're stopping a lot, aren't you?
Exactly,
So it's quite
that's right,
handy.
Looking at a small area.
Yeah,
And don't get left behind.
yeah. No, I'm really enjoying it. I'm so glad we did
Yes,
it. Yeah.
we're lucky with the weather as well.
Yes, yeah.
For people like myself, I've never done this before. Eating leaves seems really kind of contrary to my sort of general status. Mm-hmm. So is that some sort of thing that you normally come across people saying, well, why am I just eating grass and leaves?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I would say to that as well, like if you think about your vegetables, like your courgette, your lettuce, your potato, they don't have much taste to them, but we put taste on there, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I would say with this. There's a lot of vegetables and plants that don't taste like anything by themselves, like iceberg lettuce. How many people buy iceberg lettuce? We're eating the raw material now, just to see how either palatable you find it or really horrible you find it. But I would say the biggest misconception is that you have to look really far and you have to know a lot and really search for these plants. But as we've seen today, like I'm just stopping anywhere. I could stop at any of these and I could talk about them for you. I did not know how medicinal these plants were. I just thought, wow, that herbal medicine is just something that people talk about, and it doesn't really work because obviously we use modern medicine now, and that's much better. And actually,
Not necessarily so.
I mean, and there's definitely a place for both. There's answers that modern medicine cannot give us, compared with plants which can have some answers and complement that medicine. That's the key. They can complement the things that modern medicine gives us.
You having fun?
Really good.
It's good. You surprised? Yeah, I
don't wanna miss
see. I
anything.
knew he'd like it.
Listen, this is-
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not Japanese knotweed. Come close.
Oh, it's not Japanese nut.
No, it's Himalayan balsam. Yeah, so basically, so you can see, like, I just touched it and it kind of sprung open with this curly thing.
Apparently, it's like popping candy. It popped. It's really beautiful down here. There's lots of wildlife and it's really, really peaceful and lovely. And I'm really enjoying the walk and enjoying learning lots about the things we walk past every day. Highly recommended.
Has anyone used nettles before?
This is how you pick the nettle seeds, so safely.
You have to get a hold of one here. Don't touch the leaves because they've still got the sting, and then pull it up so that you don't pull the plant onto you. And then crush it in your fingers, and then that's safe, and you can actually taste it. It's quite scary doing that first because you think you're going to sting your tongue.
It tastes like grass, to be fair, this one.
Yeah.
Tastes really nice.
Yes. Can you remember the name of that flower? Oh, the plant. Yeah?
Knotweed.
Himalayan balsam.
I want to say Jack in the Box, but it's Jack by the hedge.
Yeah, Jack in the hedge.
Jack in the hedge.
Which is going to be quite a garlicky taste.
Okay, is that okay if we put the garlicky taste into?
Okay.
Yeah. As with everything today, there's no pressure for you to taste this.
I can smell a citrusy
Yeah.
thing going on, yeah.
Citrusy.
Smells a bit like lemsip. Like a,
Does it?
Yeah.
I think it's really nice. You know, I do drink the odd herbal tea, but
Do you?
that's nicer than anything I've ever bought at a shop.
Really?
Yeah, and it's just some stuff we've picked
All
here.
made by my fair hand. Well, Anne-Maria's, to be fair. I'm slugging it now, to be fair. I'm really enjoying it.
So when you walk the dog team, you can just take a flask of hot water and brew yourself a cumpa. So, Tim, how did you enjoy it? No, come on, you did.
I have to say, I'm sorry, I was keeping them in suspense because I really enjoyed it.
I knew you did.
Yeah.
I hoped you would. I was a bit worried. I've got to be honest, when I booked this one, I thought it might be a bit tame.
I have to say, I was a little bit reticent before we started because it seems a little bit kind of hippie, like, oh man, let's go foraging for, but
It's good, isn't it?
it was really impressive. Maria knew so much about what she was talking about, and there was so much information and so many plants that you'd never thought about. You're literally stepping over these things.
I mean, yeah, because I knew all the plants. But I didn't have any idea.
Yeah, exactly. And then you suddenly think, oh, I can bust that bud open and taste it, or I can grasp that nettle.
Yeah.
Grab that nettle. Well, like one of them was really interesting to me, the yarrow, which was used as a World War One, like a blood-stopping thing. You sort of mush it down, put it on wounds, and it stops you bleeding.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was amazing. That was
I'm
really,
just so
really
impressed with that.
interesting.
So, like,
yeah.
when I always go back to this analogy. When I'm out walking the dog and I sting myself and I'm looking for a dog leaf to rub that, everyone knows that. The yarrow thing, nobody knows that. I'm going to be so impressed with people, like, guys.
No, I'm not
you've cut
going
his-
for a walk
Yeah, I'm going to be
anymore.
purposely
Yeah.
cutting people so I can heal them with yarrow. Cause
Yeah.
I was really impressed.
It was
yeah,
really
so,
good, wasn't it? And I think, I must admit, when I first booked it, it's £34 and you get the 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
But I did think that might be a little bit expensive. However, having done it now, I would highly recommend it, and I don't think it is too expensive, and I'd happily pay that to do
Yeah.
it again.
I think so.
Yeah.
Maria said she'd take you around about 10
Yeah,
locations.
and do you know what the really good thing is? I think it's so educational, and you could come with your children, grandchildren. I think it's for all ages. Yeah,
And then you end up with this lovely
yeah.
brew. So this,
I can't believe we made our own herbal tea.
I know. Now you drink like chamomile
I
tea,
do
haven't you?
sometimes, yeah. I mean, not all the time, but I always have some at home.
Yeah.
And it's quite expensive at times. And I can't believe you can just come into the woods, pick your own herbs, which Maria said are so much better for
Yeah,
so fresh.
straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're literally grabbing it from a live plant and putting it in your brew. I've never had this kind of herbal tea thing before, but I'm a convert. This is really
It's nice, isn't it? Yeah, and it's good for you.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You could when you walk the dog and you're boring everyone about the yarrow, you could whip your flask out and make everyone a herbal tea.
True that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Well, so there you are. Hopefully this has been interesting for you, because I wasn't expecting to be so blown away by it, but I was.
Yeah.
So I definitely give this a big thumbs up. So if you're thinking about doing this, definitely Google out your nearest one. There's probably hundreds around the country, and hopefully this has given you a bit of a taster to give it a go. So if you like the things we're doing, give us a like and a subscribe, and maybe you were saying, give us some ideas. Thanks guys, hopefully we'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.